right, welcome to another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers. I'm Brian. I'm with my best friend and Blockbuster brother, Steven. Today we are talking about MobLand on Paramount. Steven, do you have any initial thoughts?
I have a few thoughts. I'll tell you this. I watched this with my buddy Walker. We kind of threw it on because it was new on Paramount Plus. I am a big Tom Hardy fan, and I actually really like Pierce Brosnan as well. So I was excited to watch it. I thought that kind of in the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, this is kind of a Ray Donovan-esque show. So
So
I
funny you said that, man. I had the same exact note.
yeah, and
But
I thought it was a combo of that and Sopranos. That's how I would label the show as far as like a combination of both. Listen, I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I certainly wasn't super excited to watch the next episode. Meaning I liked it, but I wasn't really grabbed by it. Um, Every scene that Tom Hardy is in, however, I was all in on. He's just so captivating. I don't know what it is about him, but I just love what he does. So I really liked um, Tom Hardy in it. I thought the acting was very good. And we just looked this up, but Guy Ritchie actually directed the first two episodes of season one. So that's kind of interesting.
And it's funny you say that because I was like, this is so interesting. This is feeling like kind of the whole mobster kind of organization and of like a Guy Ritchie movie like Snatch or like the Gentleman movie. But I thought it was almost like a poorly done version where I thought that very much agreed that I thought that this was pretty much Ray Donovan, where Tom Hardy's playing Lee Schreiber's character of kind of this Mr. Fix-It character, where the mob's dealing with something. The mob's son does gets in trouble, and he's got to clean up the trouble that the son has created. And he's Lee Schreiber's character, and I thought this was like kind of Ray Donovan without the strong Ray Donovan family of like oddball characters that add so much to that show. So they like tried to insert that with his family, but it's just like not there really. Where it almost feels like it's a really contained Tom. He does like when he threatens these people in the show, it's like I almost wanted him to go one more gear. But he feels very scary. It feels like you wouldn't want to mess with Tom in life. So anytime Tom's on screen, it's fun. I wish they had some better supporting characters for him. I thought I felt a lot of the supporting and like the side roles. I felt like sometimes I could really feel people acting. They felt a little too polished to be these gritty mobsters. I didn't really love any supporting characters in the show. Even I felt like Pierce's character, just like everything felt like I almost like I don't know if like these guys really like gave anything exciting or new in terms of like a performance where you're like, wow, like he's really giving it all. It's like all very contained. It's all trying to be something else. And I like Tom in it, but I just it was missing some other characters for him to bounce off of.
Yeah, and I felt, to your point, I felt it was a bit too clean. These are crime families that are doing seriously bad things. They're talking about heroin and fentanyl very casually, and in their home, Pierce Brosnan's wife, I believe, is played by Helen Mirren.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh, let's, we'll pick up the fentanyl and we'll do this, and it's all very like they don't seem too threatening, and they also don't they feel too safe for the world that they're in. If they were bankers, I would maybe understand that, but these are like really violent and felonious families here that are like committing these unlawful activities with seemingly no danger on the outside. Like, and this reminded me of season 3 of Jack Reacher, which I think is a really good show, probably one of Amazon Prime's best. And in season 3, which is the only season I've seen, oddly enough, but at this compound in Maine of this family that's running guns and doing all this illegal junk, there's like a big security guard. They got a huge fenced in wall. They make it a point to show that this family's loaded. They got bodyguards throughout the house. And this was like, oh, let's talk about having tea, or let's have tea while we talk about what drug trade we're going to take over. And to cap it off, even though I'm a big fan of Pierce Brosnan, I just don't buy him as an evil guy. I just can't. Like I couldn't do it, and I know they really tried hard in the first episode to make that a point when he kills this guy for I guess going against the family or whatever. But
Spoiler alert.
yeah, sorry. I hopefully you guys have seen this already. But yeah, so definitely not a loss. I'm sure there are people that really like this, but I wasn't grabbed enough to continue.
Yeah, it was nothing amazing. I was expecting, I don't know what I was really expecting. I don't think it was anything to write home about, but it wasn't anything particularly to trash. I think, if you're looking for some good content, you're a Tom Hardy fan, definitely worth checking it out. And as always, please let us know what you thought about it. Maybe you loved it. Maybe we missed some cool stuff and aspects of it. Maybe it progresses and gets a little bit better as well. So let us know in the comments section. This was another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers. We'll see you next time.